Welcome back to another episode of The Wally Show. I have a lot to discuss in this show that we definitely going to dive into. We are now on Twitch. The Wally Show TV is on Twitch. It's a lot of stuff that I want to dive into. First of all, it's so exciting to be back in school. Yay! I am taking U.S. government, so I have an assignment to do, and in this assignment to do, I have to do an assignment. And what's the assignment about? Okay, hold on 1 second so I can tell you all the assignment. Um, I have to do an assignment. I gotta get the what we have to do. Okay, and it's assignment we have to research and write about an issue that's important to you or to your community or to the American in general. To do the issue, investigate the ways the government in the United States has or has not addressed your selected issue. As part of your research, you will choose at least 5 articles from newspaper, magazines, or online sources that highlights the U.S. government response to the issue. You will then identify, analyze the response, provide personal reflection on the impact. And doing so, you will deepen your engagement with the course content by applying what you learn in units 1 and 2 about the U.S. federal system and the division of power between the different layers of government. So we got to do that. So super excited to be back in school. Now, we got some bad news. Somebody is having a crash out. It is not me. I got to talk about it. Let's bring his picture up. This brother that you see on the screen here is having a crash out. His name is Kyle Gotfrey. I interviewed his twin brother many years ago, and his twin brother did pass away. So this brother that you see on the screen is a model, OnlyFans, adult entertainer, all this stuff. He's in Brazil, and the man is acting a plump fool in Brazil. A plump fool. Let me play a clip of this man going off in the mall. Let me just play a clip of that. Do we have that a clip? Let me play a clip.
I'm not going back, please, guys. Very powerful people. The police took me there. Oh, shut up. You're in on it. You shut up. You're in on it. You're in on it. The police took me on it. I have proof. What the fuck are you talking to me like this? You're being sarcastic. This is my fucking life. Michael. You're a fucking idiot. And I know the locations. Okay, really? Then why did they make me take it down? You're nobody, honey. I'm finished. You're nobody. You're nobody. You're not going to shut me up. I'm a piece of shit. Why are you fucking stealing my money? Why are you stealing my money? You're a piece of shit. I'm not fucking playing. I'm going to tell them everything. I'm not playing. I don't gotta waste time. They're not taking me back. They're going to kill me right now. Please, guys. It's not okay. I know y'all know something. I don't care who he is. Just let me the fuck go. I'm not spending my birthday locked up. I don't care about this. I stay today. Please. I'm not going back. Can somebody please send the police to the mall? Do y'all care? They're all in on it. Everybody's scared of him. They look the other way. You're not going to ridicule what I'm going through, buddy. They take it from us every other day, you fucking dummy. Guys, please call the cops.
This brother is in Brazil acting a plumb fool. So I'm getting these phone calls from like old school Wally Show producers that was listening to me when I was doing radio. And they were saying, Wally, what's going on? He's crashing out. So I'm trying to call him. He didn't answer. So I did call his family. I did call his mother. I called his sister. I did call people, but I'm like, he's crashing out in Brazil. The blogs are talking about him in Brazil. Now, this is the story that he's telling people. He telling the people that he was kidnapped. He telling the people that the boyfriend he was taking money out of his account. This man showed a big wad of money all in his book bag. And I said, he's having a manic breakdown. So he goes to these circuit parties. Type that in the chat. Circuit parties. Circuit parties is for the gays that got the coins. Okay. Circuit parties is for the gays that got coin. It costs about $200 to $300, sometimes $500 to get into these circuit parties. It really happened in Europe, some parts of the United States, but you got to have coin to go to these circuit parties. The dude that this guy you see on the screen has been exposing, his ex, he came out and just speaking Spanish. And in the video, from my understanding, people were saying that he was going off on him, saying that he's doing the drugs and the drugs just drove him crazy. I've heard from multiple sources that you see, the brother you see on the screen here is on the drugs. And the drugs kind of fried his brain. He's crashing out in the hotel. He's crashing out in the mall. And it's so sad. And I told his family, he went to the embassy. Baby, the embassy said, get up out of here. You on drugs. You crashing out. You not making sense. Because he keeps saying people have robbed him, take money. Then he said he was kidnapped. He was kidnapped in the hotel. It was like all over the place. And I felt bad. I feel so bad for him. Because none of his family lives in Brazil. They live in the United States. This dude had been cussing the people out in Brazil, posting all type of negative stuff on his social media. According to him, he been staying there for a while. His family said they can't get to him. They have been telling him to get a plane ticket to go home so they can get him some help. He cussing the family out, saying, y'all don't care nothing about me. Now, mind you, he got famous. Oh, I'm sharing the business now. I'm sharing the business. He got famous. Him and his twin brother used to do videos together, adult entertainment videos together. His brother went to prison. His brother came out just exposing this guy on the screen. And then about a couple of years ago, his brother passed away. I was one of the bloggers that the brother went on the show. And then this guy you see on the screen was threatening me, said he's going to harm me. Now he's crashing out in Brazil. So it's really sad. It's disgusting. I do feel bad for him because them people in Brazil, like, it's already racism there. And you black and you an American and you acting a plump fool. They need to put him in a psych hospital, but due to the fact he's in Brazil, they probably don't even have psych hospitals, really. He need to be somewhere to get the drugs out of his system so he can think clearly. He's not thinking clearly. Let me see if he posts something else on his page. Like, this man is going at it on social media. And I feel bad. I feel bad for him. I do. I really, really feel bad for him. He posted this, and it's not going to make sense, but he said, this is for the arrogant a-hole who was yelling at me and them all saying all the money wasn't enough that I had in my case. I have tens of thousands of dollars in my account. That's only one bank. The other bank is being wiped out by these people. I'm worth money. I don't have to run around looking like a fully streets. I have proof, and my financial advisor have proof it's over $80,000 was taken out. Now he's showing his account that money has been taken out of his account, but he also showing that he got a book bag full of cash. I do believe that he's taking money out of his own account and he's paranoid because of the drug. This is a drug-induced manic breakdown. I'm going to say it again. This is a drug-induced manic breakdown. All of them circuit parties, all of them drugs is frying his brain. One video he did, he was so sweaty. His eyeballs was twitching. I said, clearly, you need help. This is something that we have to speak about in the LGBT community and stop with the drug, because the drugs is taking over. It just, from the crystal meth, from the cocoa. It's just taking over the community. And you see these highly attractive men getting addicted to this stuff. And it goes on this route. I have a friend, Lord Hammer, it's so sad to talk about. But I do have a friend, and we've been close since I was 18 years old. I am 35 years old. He would have jobs, he would save his money, always had an apartment, fully furnished, had checks, he forget the cash, he was really good with money. But then he got hooked on Tina, crystal meth. And when I tell you it messed up his mind, it messed up his mind. Being out of the mental institution, being out of drug treatment programs, it just messed up his mind. When I get on the phone with him, he don't even make sense because he chose to do drugs. I'm hearing somebody told me he took a wrong batch and it messed him up, but it did mess him up. And I was like, I feel bad for him. I'm not in the space to like really help him. And I told him on the phone, I said, you have to be willing to help yourself. And I always say you need to go to rehab. I tell him that all the time. You need to get into rehab. You need to get some help. You need to go to therapy. He refused. And once you are an adult, there's nothing that you can do to help. There's a case in California. A black woman, they did a news article. In California, they have a thing of exposing homelessness and they just doing all that stuff. So they had this black woman on there, did a story about this black woman. She was singing and she's living in the sewage drain or sewage under the sewage in the drain system. She's living there. So they remove her from that. And so they interviewed the family. And the family was like, we tried to get her help. We tried to give her mental help, but she have to want the help. They have this lady all over the news. And I felt bad because I know what that mother is talking about. If she refused to help, there's nothing that you could do. I lived on the streets. There is a sector of people on the streets. They want to live on the streets because they have mental illness and they also on drugs. They don't want to go to the shelter. Why? Because in the shelter, you can't do drugs, you cannot drink. They don't want to go to transitional housing because most transitional housing test you for drugs, test you for drinking. If you got caught in your system, they kick you out. So they are rather stay on the street. Some got mental problems, hearing different voices, and they know one thing: they want to stay on the streets. They don't want to be under no government or type of rules. But it is sad because you see the dysfunction in California. I see so many homeless people just stand on the streets. And it was one part of that article which was sad. They had all like these homeless people sleeping like around like the post office. Now, mind you, when you go to the post office, you go in there to take care of your business, right? But you have to walk through all this homeless encampment. It is sad. And maybe I should talk about that in my assignment. What is the government response to homelessness? Maybe the war on poverty. I need to see, has it really been a massive government response to homelessness? Has it really been a response to that? Because I feel like it have not been a major response to homelessness in this country. And because when I look at California, I'm just greatly disturbed. And I have friends that stay in California, and they would tell me, they live in these nice high rise. You go out the high rise, number homeless people. There was a case, Armon stayed in a beautiful building, right? He stayed in a nice area, but somebody stole his car. And I guarantee you, whoever stole the car probably was unhoused. Not only did they steal the car, they took the car to the car wash. And these people are paying $5,000 to $6,000 a month. And then you have to go outside and you see in like a third world country. So I really need to really research. Do they have a major response to homelessness in this country? So if y'all have any articles, please, y'all got to help me with my assignment. We making this part of the content because we're going to make sure we graduate. Okay? And I'm going to invite all y'all to my graduation. I'm going to tell them right now I need about 100 tickets. So I said I rode through DC one time and they had a whole homeless city right off the interstate exit. And I'm just really feeling so bad, so sad. Because when I was unhoused, you know, it was very depressing. And everybody kept saying, Wally, you should record. One day I would love to do a documentary, especially just to show like Las Vegas, because that's how I was at. It was so depressing. When I would have to go get my mail, when I would have to go get my mail at the courtyard, all these homeless people, I just felt like, wow, it's like society forgotten about them. Now, granted, Vegas do have where you can get your mail, where you can use the computer to apply for jobs, where you can sleep outside. If you have kids, you can sleep inside. If the shelters are full and they have a little spot in a little day area. But it was very depressing. When I would go there, and I would be embarrassed because Natasha would take me there, and I would be so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh. I remember one time I was unhoused. I was out sleeping outside, and I looked in the mirror, and I saw how bad I looked. I said, "Wow, how did I get here? How did I get here?" And never in my brain that I thought, "Oh, let me do some drugs to help me." Never. I was in therapy, and when I was in therapy, we would talk, and the therapist was so amazed that I was handling it so well. Like I was in therapy, they had a therapy session. I'm unhoused, housing was fickle, and she said, "You handled it so well." And that wasn't nothing but God that got me through it. But I was hurt. Many days I cried. I was hurt. I looked in the mirror. I saw all these homeless people. Even when I was going through it, it was one homeless guy that I saw, and we were talking. We were waiting on to get on the transportation because in Vegas, they do have transportation where they would take you to the day center. It's almost like for homeless people go to get off the street, you go to this place. So I was waiting to get on there, and I was telling him about different services and stuff like that. And I felt bad, but he smelled so bad. But I was like, is this ain't the time to judge? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the same boat as you. We all live on the streets. But I was giving him some stuff, and I was like, yeah, I had just got accepted at transitional housing. I think you need to get your Medicaid and go to this clinic and tell them that you unhoused, and they can help you get in transitional housing. So I'm just giving them suggestions and stuff like that. But it was really sad. And then I was sitting in the little day area, and even like getting your clothes washed, it was a wait. It was like a line. It was a line to speak to a case manager. It was a line for this. It was a line for everything. And so I was just hurt. But God got me through it. And God got me through it. But it was painful to witness that. Many people make jokes about it, but I would never, ever speak down to somebody that is homeless because you don't know their story. The average American family is one health crisis away from being homeless, one paycheck away from being homeless. Let that sink in. I didn't say 3, 4, 5 paychecks away. I said one paycheck away. If you have a health crisis and your kidneys fail and you get cancer and you can't work, you are literally going to be part of that statistic of unhoused. And it's sad. It's more people than you ever imagined. And I've seen good looking people like, wow, how could this be? And the government response is not robust. What it is when it unhoused, it's a lot of lip service. In Chicago, I gotta talk about my city. And I know the mayor might see this because he watch everything bloggers and stuff do his team. But I'm gonna say this: in Chicago, and shout out to Jamal Green because he did do an amazing op-ed on. Do we have Jamal Green picture? Paul, put Jamal Green picture up, the future mayor of Chicago. Put him up there. Okay. He did an op-ed. He did an interview with a local station. And in that interview, he said, we have a such thing called a mobile shelter on the CTA train. All these homeless people just sleeping on the train. And the city don't care. There's no response, no reaction. Like, I just don't understand that. They should at least set aside $1 billion. Set aside $1 billion. All these empty offices, make that into an apartment complex. And you mean to tell me that you would rather have homeless people on the train? Now, just imagine you trying to get from work and you got to see all of this stench of urine smell, dude, drugs everywhere. And you try to just go home and get to work, and you see this on the train. That shouldn't be, when this city is worth have billions of dollars of a budget, and you have this massive homeless problem. It's a lot of corruption. It's a lot of corruption. A lot of corruption. And I don't think you should get federal funding if you're not doing enough to address homeless problems. And so I'm going to write that in my paper because I'm just curious. So I'm going to do some research on it. As soon as I'm done with this episode, I'm going to sit and do some research on it and see, has it been a response? And y'all help me with my research paper too. Like, send me some articles and stuff about homeless problems. See, I want to see, has it been a major government response? Because I experienced it. And so now I understand. Now I'm into this whole thing of group economics. Like, I told someone, I said, listen, I'm going to have to help you towards bills because I'm living here, and group economics. Now, I may not be able to give you 1,000, but I'll probably give you 2. You know what I'm saying? 200 to help, because I'm up there literally rebuilding my life. And let me tell you, the reason why I couldn't do lives, it was so draining to me emotionally. And I didn't want to show my audience. I didn't want to show where I was staying, like the area where I was sleeping outside. I didn't want to show that. I didn't want to show that because it's crazy. It's really, really sad. Now, there is some people that is looking for opportunities, that's looking for jobs, but can't find it. It's frozen out, forgotten about because of their past, of their criminal past. It should be a law. Once you complete your probation, parole, prison, jail sentence, your jail record, everything should be wiped clean. It's all, I call it the bankruptcy effect. Once you file bankruptcy chapter 7, everything is wiped clean. You can start over fresh. Why don't we have that idea when it comes to people that commit a crime and pay their debt to society? So you holding this all on your record and you still trying to move on, but can't get no job because that's on your record. So it's like, what do you want that person to do? I don't understand it. And I experienced that. I'm like, all these jobs. Thank God I ain't trying to rob nobody, because this is rough. Thank God I ain't got no children. This is rough. What would I be able to do in order to no. Now I understand. Now I'm not so judgmental of people that's coming home from prison or jail and stuff like that, because I understand it is a challenge. It is a challenge to get back into the workforce. And thank God for this platform where I can express myself. But J-Mal did talk about the mobile homeless shelters on a train. There's a video that you see none but homeless people. I'm not going to show the video because it is sad. It is sad. It makes you just want to cry that we have people just sleeping on the train. They say, I remember seeing a clean-cut, well-dressed guy near the homeless on the freeway. I was shocked that he was homeless. Yes, I've seen people dressed in a nice, smell good, but they were homeless. And then when you ask, they say they had a health crisis, or they got depressed, they lost a child, and they just snapped out and couldn't work. And when you can't work, you can't pay bills. You can't pay bills, you're gonna be out on the street. So yeah. And everybody was sending me stuff. It was like, Wally, try this one. And then it was like waiting list. It was a waiting list for housing in Las Vegas. I had about, I think it was like 30-some thousand people on the waiting list. So by the time it ever be mentioned, I'll probably be in my 50s or 60s to get approved, if that. But I just kept going. I said, let me just be consistent on my show and share this story with you guys. And this is why it's not to be judgmental. The reason why, and this is another thing in this really quickly, I want to share that this is why it's so important to do political action, to make sure you're getting the right people in office that have a heart on these issues, that's making sure that that's a priority, because people are suffering. People are spending most of their check on housing, and it's still not enough, excluding the fact that you got to pay for groceries. Even people that own homes, let's just talk about it. Yeah, get you a house, build like that generational wealth. But what they don't tell you, or not echoing this loudly enough, that you may get approved for a mortgage at $1,200 plus your taxes, and then your taxes keep going up, your tax bill keep going up. Eventually, you can't even afford to stay in a house, your dream home, that you're building up all this equity because you can't pay the property taxes. Then you lose the property because you can't even afford it, because the property taxes is through the roof. And that is the major thing in Cook County. Cook County, I call it Crook County, because a bunch of crooks, and how they do it, the tax in these taxpayers so expensive, and then talking about it goes toward the school. The school system has failed. Then you have all this money that you have to pay for your insurance and taxes. Then you get frozen out. Now you got to be back on the street, or now you got to go back to being a renter. Or you one of them people that unhoused, they live in a hotel. Now that used to be cheap, but now them people is like, oh, this is an untapped market that we can get billions from. And it's now a multi-billion-dollar industry when people that stay on them extended stays. And once you calculate it, some of the people are paying almost $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month. They could be probably having a mortgage and have a lot of space, but they're paying these motel. And how are you able to save when you're paying almost $2,000 a month at a hotel? That's like a whole other thing. And I remember it was one person. I gotta be a little messy. Let me take J-Raw Green. This is not J-Raw Green. Shout out to him. He won an award for being a top producer in real estate. And if he run, let me say this real quickly. If he runs again for mayor, you will be seeing me on the street knocking on doors, because he needs to be elected. We need leaders like that. I'm gonna make sure that if I have to sell chicken plates to make sure his campaign gets some money, we'll be definitely serving some chicken and rib plates and stuff like that. So he could get the coins to become the next mayor of Chicago. They say your citizens are crazy. Yes, it is. So I just appreciate y'all being here and watching the show. But it is something, times is rough. Times is rough. And it encouraged me to keep going. I appreciate y'all for watching the show and tuning into the show and seeing what we do on the show. I appreciate that. And I don't want to get on here and sitting all sad. I'm like, no, I got to entertain my audience, because y'all are here. Y'all have been here for me. And some of y'all have called me. I appreciate it. It was one sister that's battling cancer. I'm not going to say her name. That woman was encouraging me, and I was crying. I'm like, oh, yeah, this is going on. She said, stop it. You'll get through this. And imagine, she was encouraging me. when she's going through her own crisis. She was diagnosed with cancer. Y'all make sure y'all pray for her. Diagnosed with cancer. And she was encouraging me on the phone. They say I know it was left on the busy street. My windows are tinted. They lean, lean over and look through the windshield. What went on? So it was rough. And so that's why I was saying, like, we as society needs to do more. And I'm gonna be more active with my state representative. I'm gonna be more active with my city council. I'm gonna be more active with even with our Congress people, be more active and let them know like what's going on, how they should make this country better for people, because it is sad. Um, it's really sad. So let's get into these topics. So of course, y'all know I'm reading Brandy's book Phases. I think that is an incredible memoir. We're going to do a book club. We're going to talk about the entire book next Saturday. So get your book. We was going to try to break it up in chapters, but I was like, no, let's just talk about the entire book and just have a conversation for it. So we'll be talking about Phases. We'll do it next Saturday. So that should give y'all enough time to read all of it. But a piece of the book came out and they've been talking about it. And I think the chapter was called Brokenhearted. And Brandy exposed Wanya Morris. He's part of the Boys to Men. And she was talking about how he manipulated her, saying, why you don't sound like Mariah, or why you don't sound like this person. And she gave her virginity to a grown man, and she was 16 years old. And many people has been judging Brandy, saying, you know what you was doing, you were being fast. I'm like, no, a grown man took advantage of a child. And he did an interview with the Breakfast Club. And he did an interview. He said it wasn't illegal. I went in my 30s, but you was grown. You was 22. So it's wrong. And to see him laughing with Charlemagne, and Charlemagne can be problematic, and that's one of the reasons why he's problematic. Um, so she is saying that he took advantage of her and that she lied to her mother, because in the video, Wanya did an Instagram live and he said, yeah, her mom knew, her dad. Like, no, because when and she wrote this in the book, when Brandy's mother and father confronted her and said, are you dating Wanya? She denied it. So she lied to her parents. It's really sad, because she felt like she was used, that he abused her in a sense of being this grown man and taking advantage of her. And then lying about it for 30 years. And she was able to tell her story. And that's why I'm glad that Brandy is able to tell her story. It's a beautiful memoir. I prefer you listen to the audiobook because she is narrating the book. Right now, I have, let me see. Let me see how far I'm in this book. Give me a second. I am. I read the brokenhearted chapter. Now I'm on the chapter, The Girl in the Plastic Bubble. That's the chapter that I'm on. The Girl in the Plastic Bubble. So I've been going through the book and stuff like that. They said, oh wow, he made it seem like the mom and him were on board with her going to prom with Kobe, like they set it up. I remember being back when Brandon was kind of grown and Wayne was bigger star. At the time he was bigger, and that he used her because she was a fan, and he tried to use that she was this crazy fan. So I'm like, no, he came to her home, her friend home. They had his information and stuff like that, and he slept with her, and she gave her virginity to a grown man. She was 16 years old. That's why it's important to watch out for your children. So, but you can't be around your children 24/7. They said, does she talk? Yes, she does talk about Whitney. Yes, she does talk about Whitney Houston, and it's really, really good. She talked about Whitney, and you should definitely hear their story because they had multiple conversations. But she laid it out in the book. The first concert I ever went to with Brandy, I was 8. My mom said that Wanya was kissing at her on stage. See, they said I don't think he used her. He could have had any woman back then. He did. I would say he manipulated a child. That's what he did, and he need to be canceled for it. But unfortunately, black community moves very slowly when you talk about canceling black men that violated a child. I've had that from my own personal experience. We move very slowly of counseling, especially a black man. We make excuses. Well, she was fast and she was this. She was 16. That was illegal. And then what makes it so cringy, when Ye was on the Breakfast Club, said, we did it legal in states that was legal. Listen to that predator. Because that's what he is. And they just laughing about it. You should have seen Angela Yee laughing and gunking it all up. And then I heard a video with Charlamagne. He was so amazed about the R. Kelly tape when R. Kelly did something to a 14-year-old girl. He was laughing, joking. He was so amazed talking about the video. Now, this was literally child P word. And Charlamagne laughing, talking about it. How you pee and come and then pee again? Like who? Like laughing and joking about it. Like, see this, and I read her book. The 14-year-old girl that was violated by R. Kelly. She's a grown woman now. She have a memoir out, and I listened to her memoir, and it was really good. So I want to thank Chronicle Speaks for even putting me on to that memoir because she posted on her community wall to remind, and it reminded me that, oh, let me go and listen to it because I feel like if I'm gonna pay for something like Spotify, you get your money's worth because they give you 18 hours. I believe it's 18 hours premium listening hours to listen to audiobooks plus music. So you're getting your money's worth. Study you paying for Spotify and Audible, you getting your money's worth. So yeah, that book was good. It made me cry. I'm like, oh my God, this is something. So with the Wally Book Club, you guys, on next Saturday, we're gonna talk about Brandy's book. And then the book after that, we're gonna talk about Arsenio Hall. We're going to talk about that in our book club. So get Brandy's book, get Arsenio Hall, get his book. Because I've been listening, I was listening to this book last night. And I hope school do not distract me from listening to books. I love it. It's a good, it's an expensive hobby if you like to just buy books. But shout out to the public library. I have books I have to go pick up. Not today because I think they closed. Let me see if the library is still open. Because I think they probably closed. Oh no, it's not closed. Okay, I can still pick them up today. Okay. But yeah, it's so they do have your public library. You can live on Libby or Hoopla. I hope I'm saying it right. Correct if I'm wrong. And if you have a library card, you can actually listen to most of these books for free. And with your public library, I always say to keep their budget, it's always good to go to the library and check out books. Oh, because they look at that. It's always good to do that. I recommend that you actually listen to it or read it for free before you buy it. Because yes, I have a bunch of books. I have so many books on my TBR. TBR is to be read. Um, I'm excited. And I love reading. I love talking about books too. So that's how we did the Wally Book Club. We talk about books. We have been doing this for a long time on the Wally Show. I would read a book, Uncle Tim book, James Caldwell book. We would read their book and we would bring it on the show. And Timothy Bland was like, thank you because my book sales went up because of you talking about the book. And we would just talk about it because it was important for me to talk about it. Because number one, he was an author and people wasn't talking about it. Yes, add Tasha on Goodreads. You can add me on Goodreads. I'm on Goodreads. So yeah, it's all the nerds. So, and we need more black men reading. One thing about women read books. You know what I'm saying? And I'm part of this group. I don't comment because I'm not a woman, but I love it's this Black Girls Read. It's a Facebook group. It got like over 100,000 members, and I be in there. And the only reason why I go and skim through those posts is because they be recommending some good books. And so it's a lot of books I have to catch up on and read. But I love reading. I feel like it's a very important tool, and I think that every family should take time out of their day and read with their family. Just have a silent reading party and go to your the nearest bookstore, especially a black owned bookstore. And when they have events, uh, I always say you should comment and they love me and comment in the group. Okay, I'm gonna comment in the group. Okay, since you said because I never comment in the group. I always stay in the bushes. I always stay in the bushes, but I love it because it's this bookstore that once I get my money up, I'm gonna go to the book joint. I believe it's in the city of Chicago. My mom don't like when I go to the city, but I love the city. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna visit, and they do have, and I want to not only just go and visit, I actually want to go and purchase a book because to keep these bookstores in business, we need to purchase books and purchase merchandise that they have there. So make sure, even if you don't live in an area that have a black bookstore, order the books online and have it delivered to your home so that bookstore can still get the credit. You know what I'm saying? That's economics. Very economics. So one of the things is Tasha has sent me a picture of her book stand. And I'm like, man, I want me one of those. So I want to put that right in my room, a book stand and stuff like that. And I definitely want to put in my mom's like living room, like area where books are at. And so I want my nieces to see me read so they can follow me and start reading as well. So they can start saying, okay, let's start reading as well. Okay. Thank you. So it's very important. That says she's going to give. Says she's going to give her. She's not going to give her house away. Tasha said that. That's a whole lie. What she should is have that as transitional housing and get government funded to help house the homeless. I just gave her a business idea. Do drive training, might as well turn it into that. Help the community. She's so pro-black, but Tasha is mega. Okay, now Lonnie B was on the radio, and let me show him real quick. Hold on 1 second. Because you always want to be good because like he's opened up the door for more black people to get on the radio, especially black gay men. So I'm supporting him. So let me show y'all Lonnie B. Let me show you the video of that. I'm gonna show the thumbs up real quick. And I want y'all to keep in mind, I want y'all to start calling in too on the show too. So I was listening to Magic 102.3, and I didn't even get to listen to the beginning of the show. I'm so hurt. I didn't even get to listen. Hold on. Do he got music playing on here? Okay, I'm gonna bring you up next. Show the people because I think people need to see that success story. Let's see, where's that clip? Okay, let me do a screen share. Wait, why is it not showing?
Phone lines went crazy. I'm trying to tell you, Coco Cole from SWV. Are you weak in the knees? Queen of comedy and my supervisor called. Okay, yeah. Okay, my supervisor called. And she wasn't calling to tell me that I left early. She was calling me to tell me that I did a good job. Kathy Hughes called and she spoke over my life. She said some amazing things that I'm looking forward to. She said, I need more time. She said some amazing things I'm looking forward to. She said, I'm going to be syndicated. She said some amazing things that I'm looking forward to. And I just want to thank the whole DMV for showing up and calling. My girl called from the mail truck. Okay, yeah, Jasmine couldn't get through. Shout out to you, though, Jasmine. Okay, yeah, shout out to you, Jasmine.
All right, okay. So we want to wish him a congratulations. I think that was dope for that. Do y'all remember when I interviewed a gentleman that came on the show and we interviewed him and his husband or boyfriend? Wait, do I have his video before I get into the backstory of the story? Wait a minute. Let me go back. I thought I had that video. Hold on. Where you at?
So
Okay,
last night I had a dream, and my mom spoke to me,
let's show that video.
and she told me to remember everything that she said and to write it down. And this is what she told me. She said, "I tell my baby, my heart, I see you. I see every tear you shed, every night you felt alone, every time you wondered if I was proud. I want you to know I've always been proud, even when I wasn't there in the way you wish I could be. I was watching. I saw your heart, your efforts, your struggles. I saw the man you were becoming, even when you didn't see him in yourself. You did your best, and that has always been enough for me. I know you carry guilt for moments you think you failed, for the people you think you hurt, for choices you wish you could take back. My son, that guilt is not yours to carry, and I forgive you. I always have, and I always will. Every time you feel weak, every time you feel lost or broken, remember this. I am here not in a way you can touch, but in a way you feel. In the quiet of your heart, in the rush of your thoughts, and in the breath you take when the world feels too heavy and unfair. I see the nights you stayed awake, wrestling with your thoughts. I see the moments your spirit ached. I see the times you pushed yourself forward even when the world tried to pull you back. You are stronger than you know, and I am proud of every step you take. You are allowed to feel everything: grief, anger, doubt, and fear. You are allowed to stumble, to cry, and to be human. That does not make you weak. It makes you alive, and that makes you real. And I have loved every part of you, even the parts you hide from the world. I want you to remember your worth, my baby. You are not defined by the mistakes that you think you made, by the people who hurt you, or by the
So that was
past.
an amazing thing he did. If you all remember, I interviewed Melvante and him. He had came on our show, and they was a couple or whatever. So they broke up, and he was cheating on him with women. So I did the interviewed him. Then Melvante came out with a series, Why the F Did I Stay? It was a 60-part series on TikTok. And he said the guy is homeless. He's not going to let the guy live with him. But now he is a barber and he's making money and he's still smashing women. He's a father. He lost his mother. And I'm glad that he's doing good. So even though he was going through what he was going through, now he got his own place, a car, he got a skill, definitely got a skill. Definitely got a skill. And he definitely doing poetry about his mother. Now, y'all being shady in these comments, but he felt something by his mama. And that's okay. Okay. You know, I love having dreams too. And and I don't know what is going on with me, but I've been thinking about money a lot. A lot. Wealth. And I had a dream that I came into a lot of money and I was in a conference meeting. I had a team of people and I was looking for like people to help like grow my money. And one of the people said, well, I need your account. I need to have your account. I need your information. So I'm not giving you my information, like to help grow the money. So I'm just having this meeting. And then I woke up and I was like, wow, I do believe I'm about to come into some money one day. Yeah, I do believe it. I don't know when it's coming, but I do believe it, you know? Because I think about it all the time. I think about it all the time. I don't know why, like, oh my God, like, any of my mind is really, really thinking about it. And I'm talking about a lot of money. So I was just really, really thinking about it. And when I had a dream, and I just really, really thinking about it. So definitely. Wait a minute. Somebody said he was double dipping. What do you mean that he was double dipping? He is bi. That gentleman that you see on the screen here, he's bi. Okay, guy has big pleasure. I believe it too. Yes, I believe it. And he the guy you see on the screen, he's bi. So um they I believe it's so they said grow left in the heritage. I don't know. I don't know, but I always think about it. So you know what they said, if you think about something, you attract what you manifest. I do believe it's going to happen. I just feel it in my energy. I just feel it, you know, because I'm always thinking, I always tell ChatGPT, what if I come into $100 million? What is the steps to grow it? And so I just have steps like what to invest in, what is some good investments and not risky investments. Um, um, you know, is invested in television good? Because I already have a list. I'm not gonna tell the people of television rights. I want to buy some people rights to make movies of them and write their autobiography. Have a team of people to write their autobiography. Like I'm already thinking about that. Like people, I want to be like an angel investor, like help people from the bushes and like help people invest into their dream and make it happen. Put people on radio, put people onto the things that Tyler Perry do. This is why I don't talk really that bad about him, because he do help and make a lot of black millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be the only one with money. They said, Wally, why don't you? I do ask ChatGPT. I do. Absolutely. I do. I really do. I love ChatGPT. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I do believe it. Okay. Now we was mind our own business. Armon Wiggins went live. He did a video and he premiered it talking about Tokyo Toni. Now I'm gonna say this. My views and opinion is my views and opinion. That is my views and opinion. Now, Armon did a live and he said that Tokyo Toni want to sue him. And he posted a clip they want to sue. And I immediately want to say this. Tokyo Toni, before you sue somebody, you need to be a good mother to your daughter. You as an old woman, meaning that you should be helping the young women. You made a lot of mistakes and you overcame the mistakes. I don't think you should be coming out with jealous rants towards your daughter. And suing Armon Wiggins, you're not going to get a settlement from Armon Wiggins because he didn't do anything illegal. You post on your YouTube page and you said that you want to Marvin Gaye your daughter. That was what I perceive as a threat towards your daughter. You're saying it was a skit. That wasn't no doggone skit. Because you got backlash, now you want the world to know that it was a skit. It was no skit. It was you being me and Shirley. You was being me and Shirley. And as and as a cisgender senior citizen woman, you should not be doing this. And having this understanding that you birth your daughter and you're upset she's successful, and you want to cuss her out. So it's not good, even though I'm a huge fan of Marvin Gaye. I'm a fan of his music, his talent. But I'm also feeling some type of way that Black China and her mother is not cool. I would love to. I'm tired of seeing division in Black families. And my favorite celebrity, Armon Wiggins, don't deserve your bad treatment. And Toni is a cisgender woman. I talked to a lady today, and she's upset with me because I used the term cisgendered woman. She was really angry. She was upset that I used that term. And I said, why are you upset? I'm not no cis. I'm a woman. I said, ma'am, with all due respect, I called you a woman. But cisgender is a scientific word. And that's why it's important to educate yourself on the term. That's why we use the term cisgender women. It's not a negative, it's the correct term. So, women in the chat is mad at me because I use the term cisgender women. I say this from the heart. You should never feel bad being labeled cisgender women. Oh, okay. Whoa. Y'all, stop it. They said no, it's not a word for that the community came up for biological female. Please educate yourself. So I'm trying to get to the understanding of here. I know we got some people in here that don't understand the English. A doctor has never asked me if I'm cisgender. He better not. I'm going to be offended. Greetings, Wally, in chat and members. They said it was created by the fairyland people. What? No, you gotta start Wally today. Okay, I'm hearing y'all point of view. And so women, because they don't, Paul, they don't like the term cisgender, so we got to take that out of the vocabulary. So we won't say cisgender. They don't like the word cis. They don't. The last time we brought up the word fish, somebody was offended. So we can't even say that term. Even though when we was bringing up fish, that term offended some people. I don't want to be blocked. I'm not going to say names, but it offended some people. And I'm going to move on because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, we use that word cisgender. They don't use that word as that. Okay? Because they get offended. They said, Wally, with all due respect, you as a man cannot tell women what they can be offended by. Because, back when I was in the club, I'm like, hey, fish, hey, fish. And so we don't want to use that term because people get offended by that term. And I didn't understand that people get offended by the term fish. I'm not going to say too much because I'm in a good place with a lot of people. And that's why I don't use the term fish. I don't even use the term anymore because women got offended and I don't want to use the term and bring it up. Okay. So yes, I don't want to use the term. They said, why did you bring up cis this time? I'm just wondering what the story was going to be. Well, I brought it up because I thought that was the proper term to use. But again, women in the chat don't like that term. So we won't use that term anymore, right? We won't use that term. And the fish term is to educate the audience because a lot of people are not part of the LGBTQ, the etiquette of the community. They don't understand the language. But in the community, in the LGBT community, we use the term fish. It's a beautiful term. Like you're beautiful. Oh, you woman, you fish. But when the term was leaked on YouTube, people took it as though we're saying about a stench of a smell. And that wasn't the case. That wasn't the case at all. And that's why it's important for me as a big legend in the community. I have to give you the reason to say, hey, that's what the term means. And so when I was explaining to people in the chat, they understood it. They understood it in the chat. But there was a select few that did not really understand it because they wanted to be offended by it. And that's why today I said, no, cisgender, we can't use that term. They don't like the term. If the fish term, they don't like the term either way. They don't. They don't like the term. Okay? They don't like the term. They don't like cisgender. They don't like the term. They don't like the term fish. They just don't like those terms. So that's why we don't use the term. And I don't even talk about it in private because I don't want it to leak that I say these terms in the privacy of my home. Okay. Wally, can I ask who deem you legend? Well, I deem myself legendary. And I've been in this scene for a long time, for 30 years. I've been in this scene. So again, I deem myself legendary. I think somebody else have to deem me, but I deem myself. Okay? I deem myself. They say it was they. What I don't like is when a man generalizes. Well, again, I'm just having a conversation. Listen, I open up the phone lines. Y'all can give y'all whole reasoning about it. Let me open up the phone lines. Excuse me. Let me open up the phone lines really quickly. If you want to call in and give your commentary about this whole deal, and I'll open up the phone lines. Give me a second. Um, Give me a second. We open up the phone lines. If you all can hear me, we are live. We ask that you call in. I know y'all off today. Give me your thoughts on here. Do you think Toni should sue the Armon Wiggins show? And what about, you think that? And also, what do you think about Brandy exposing the situation with Wanya Morris? I see you in the chat. Legendary, y'all pick and choose. Icon Dean Wiley. I said, I know that's right. He know what he's doing. Listen, I'm just having a conversation. Y'all pick and choose. Yeah, they some in the chat. They some in the chat. They said we're not they said we're not gay. Yeah, y'all don't understand because y'all not part of the community. If y'all had gay friends, y'all understand. I don't see the point of calling us cis women when we never called cis before recently. Well, the cis gender term has been around for a long time. For a long time. And it was just starting to be used, but it was a lot of pushback with the term. It was a lot of pushback with the term. And I understand it. I'm like, okay, there's a lot of pushback with the term. And I would love to also hear your points, how to make the Wally show better. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Please call in because y'all know I love the calls and I miss the calls. If y'all around the Wendy Williams caller, I want the Williams caller to call in. The Voice of New York caller. And these are callers I haven't called that haven't called into the show in a long time. Okay. They said, Tasha, y'all call each other B, which came from the gays as well. Uh-oh. It seems like the ones that don't want to be called, it got smell PTSD or something. Uh-oh. Because, you said something in this chat here. Y'all are acting like white people who get mad when they can't say N-word. The gays did not make up the word B. Come on now. What? Be more call in, Queen. They say I have nothing against the gays and respect all the culture. Y'all having a whole debate here. I get it. And I understand it. I understand it. That's why I'm not using the word fish or using the word cisgender. I'm not. Because, Paul, you know this. A lot of pushback in the chat. A lot of pushback. They don't like the term. And I get it and I understand it. They don't like the term. Females were not saying yes, B, or calling each other B until they heard the gays doing it. Uh-oh. It's comments like that, which is why we don't like it. You just weaponize it for no reason at all. It's because y'all had the songs in the 90s going against calling female B, so you can't even try to switch that up. They said, give me a few minutes, I'm going to call in. They said, I am not going back and forth with no grown A-word men, LOL. They said, I don't prefer being called the B word. They said, come on, let's not fight each other. Y'all call in and try to express it without anger. We love each other over here. This isn't a chat where we are at war with each other. I see what y'all saying in here. They said, no one's going back and forth. I'm just in the chat and you're proving my point. I didn't weaponize anything or insult you. See men like you have some type of smelly PTSD against the word fish. Thank you for posting the number, Tasha, 972-674-9462. This is a stupid argument. They said, no, we have been calling each other B. Men aren't allowed to call us B. There's a difference. They said, Wally, you're proud to be starting fake fights in your chat. What do you mean? I'm proud of fight. What did I start? I'm just having a conversation. I didn't start no fight in the chat. Which is chat. Did I start this? Oh wow! And this just before Easter. Jesus must be so disappointed. Come on now, don't bring Jesus in this. Don't bring. We was having a conversation. We were just having a conversation. We were just having a conversation, and y'all was going in each other in the chat. I told y'all to call in, but y'all not calling in. Make me so sad. They said Wally is very messy. LOL always. It's so messy. I was just saying that we're not gonna use the term fish because they don't like the term. Yeah, they don't like the term. This is why we're at war. The spirit of disharmony in the world, and God is not. I, here y'all go. Here y'all go. Listen, I brought up that I will not use that term, and so we're not going to use that term. Hey, you live on the Wally Show.
Pussy. Pussy. I wanna be Pussy. I wanna be Pussy. Yes, Wally, I deemed you.
Oh yeah, you did me.
I
You did me.
deemed
You did
you.
me, legend. Bands, get me together in the chat. Now, viewers say I'm going to lift you up in prayer. Thank you for the prayer. What did I? Why did? What did Wally do? I'm listening. He said nothing wrong. Please stop it. But go ahead, Icon.
Yeah, Wally is doing his show. Wally's engagement. Start a conversation. I mean, this conversation could go on and on.
Let's
I
be
mean,
real. In the gay community, did we use the word fish? Like when you did you hear that term coming up in the
it's
community?
in it's a positive thing, guys. It's nothing bad. We already explained that. It's like in the ballroom scene when you're called fish, that means you're sitting, you're eating it. You're living the term woman, not clockable. Fish. Yes. Eat it. Baby, if I was trans, I would love to be fish. It's no shade. Unclockable. Walking down the street, daytime cunt. Daytime fish. Yes. No surge, no moan. No surge, no moan. You know who say that? That Naomi. But yeah,
It's not a bad.
it's
It's not a
nothing
bad
bad.
term. I
Just
just
a
felt
ballroom
like
term.
when that term was leaked on the internet by T.S. Madison, because of the hatred of that messenger, they took it and it was like it was a big pushback. But I remember in the community, it always been an uplifting term. And maybe if the women in the chat
Yeah.
go to like a ball or have like
But
friends,
they have well, you can't use the word cisgender, but they do have women in the ballroom scene, male identified women. I mean, I said male identified. I'm sorry. Women, first women. They have them in the ballroom scene that walk perfect tens, that have body. So yeah, I mean, and they
yeah,
know it's not a
I just
bad
feel like
thing.
it's
So
been a little pushback, and I get it, I understand it. In the chat here, I don't know if you read. Were you out last night? Because Brandy was in New York. Was she out in New York last a couple of nights ago? Did you go?
well, you know, I don't be on social media, so I don't be knowing unless you tell me and stuff like that. But no, I was in Jersey. I was working.
Because I don't know if you're gonna read her book. Like this whole thoughts of her sleeping with Wanya when he was a grown man, she was 16. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think Wanya should be canceled?
If R. Kelly is canceled and he's behind bars, I mean, I don't see why not. But I'm just saying that that was the thing back in the days. And what
Yeah, because
about
Mary
Jay
J.
Z?
Blige slept with what was the guy name that Mary J. Blige slept with? Can somebody post his name in the chat? He sung on one of
I
Tupac's
forgot, but
records.
I do remember you
Oh,
talking about that.
oh man, what is his name? He slept with he slept with Mary J. Blige slept with him. Now he wrote this in his book, and I read it. I was like, oh, I dropped the book. And he slept with her when she was on her period. He said it was like a Bloody Mary in that hotel room. Danny Boy, thank you, Tasha. Danny Boy slept with Mary J. Blige, and Mary J. Blige was a grown woman, and Danny Boy was underage. And should she be canceled? Or was that the culture back then where it was more
That was the culture
acceptable?
back then.
Huh?
That was the culture back then, and I find it hard to believe that only R. Kelly is being held accountable. You know?
Because like if that documentary ever come out about Mary J., like because people need to understand women can also prey on boys, but we give that a high five other than saying they're being canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we see how that goes because I don't think it was just R. Kelly. When I was saying that Mary J, I'm like, whoa, Mary J, really? And he said, yeah, we was in a hotel where I was underage, and she was on her period, and it was like a Bloody Mary, and I'm like, whoa, that's too much information. But it is some men that will sleep with women on their period though. Like that's not too uncommon. I wouldn't do it though.
Oh, yeah, that's TMI for me. No
That's
offense,
just too much for me. And she could get pregnant real quick if she's on her period. Like she definitely could get pregnant like right then and there. I mean, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but some women do it. Like some women do that, and they be like, "Oh, some men like that. It's a fetish."
But Wally, did Mary J debunk that story? Did she come out? Did
she never debunked that. I never heard. Let me just Google this. I never seen that she debunked the story. Mary J.
Did he talk about it again? Did she send him a cease and desist? I mean, what's
I don't think
on?
so. They said, this according to what I'm seeing on AI overview, they said former Death Row Records singer Danny Boy Stewart has claimed in various interviews that he had a romantic relationship with Mary J. Blige when he was 16 years old. The claims Danny Boy name is known for his vocals on Tupac hit I Ain't Mad at You, stated he was sleeping with Mary J. Blige during the period of his life. Okay. Danny Boy alleged that Casey of Jodeci fired him or became furious after discovering he was with Mary J., alleging that Casey abused her. They said Danny Boy spoke about this in his interviews with the Art of Dialogue, describing the situation as a snapshot moment and moment that happened before social media exists and the knowledge they were sneaking around. Let me ask, did Mary J respond? Let me see. Did Mary J. Blige respond to Danny Boy allegations? Let me see. Let me see what it tells me. I'm about to see. Mary J. Blige have never responded to Danny Boy Stewart allegations regarding a past relationships. But they said, why would Mary J. respond to a troll? Do they? What is the receipt? Because he said it wasn't no social media, but that's what they said what happened. But then I also got to talk to you about this. Is so sad, y'all. About the boy, the man, this adult entertainment star. I don't know if you ever seen him out and about, but Kyle Gotfrey is having like a manic breakdown.
Oh, I heard you talking about it in Brazil.
And have you ever heard about circuit parties?
I've heard about it. I haven't been, but I don't want to say the name.
Okay. We'll keep the name out of it.
You know the person, I think the person they oh damn.
What was that?
Did Ricky Gotti listen to that as well?
Huh?
Did Ricky Gotti used to go?
Ricky Smiley?
Yeah.
I didn't hear what you said. It was broken up on my ear. I'm sorry.
Vicky
Gotti.
I believe that like them type of girls used to go back in the days allegedly.
Because they have a lot of drug activities there. They say a lot of the rich girls, you know what I'm saying, if you're attractive or whatever, you can get a dude with money and you go to them circuit parties.
I believe the name of the club is called like Paz.
Okay, so that's a club in New York that does that, or
Yeah, like the.
I never went to a circuit party.
Yeah.
I'm not paying no $200 to go party. But if you're trying to get you a rich man, they be a lot of them rich, white, unattractive dudes be there too.
I heard, but I'm not really into.
They said,
Yeah,
"Oh
it's
my
not
God,
my.
how come I'm the only one know what a circuit party is?" Listen, I didn't even. Once I went and watched. Dad, what is this dude name? I went and watched somebody that's on YouTube, and he's gay. He's the OnlyFans. You probably know him, Nico.
Uh-huh.
And so he was doing a breakdown. I love his show because his show, he be doing like a breakdown of what's going on with these adult entertainers. And he brought up the whole
Yeah.
thing of a circuit party. I'm like, whoa, I never heard of a circuit party. I never got invited, and I'm damn sure not spending no $200 to go to the party. I barely don't want to spend $30. And sometimes during Pride, they
Oh,
want to charge $100. I
okay.
remember one time it was Pride, it was this long line. Then we got in the club, it wasn't hardly nobody in there. They do stuff like that. Jack the price up
Absolutely.
during Pride. And
Or
that's when
then
I
it be
was
so packed you can't even walk around.
and then it
You
gets so
can't
and then it gets
tell.
so packed. Yes. I mean, they pack them in there like sardines, and you can't even really dance like all that. Because
Hmm.
Chicago, they Black Pride is coming up. They got Mel Vante, the dude that was on the show. Got a couple other people, and I'm gonna try to get like a press pass to like record some content and stuff. And I'm glad they're
Okay.
hiring like some Black people. They do have that dude that just passed away. I can't think of his name. The one that was the couple, and they was doing their daughter's
Oh,
care and it
I
went
know who you're
viral.
talking about, but I can't think of his name as
I
well.
can't think of
But
his
the
name,
black
but
guy.
they booked him for the event. But they're not gonna remove him from the flyer. And I'm like, it's just so sad. And he had a whole manic breakdown too. And they say allegedly that he did delete himself. But it's in the community, it's a lot of mental illness in the community. Yeah, I believe his name was Kurt. I believe his name was Kurt. I can't
Kurt
think of.
Myers. No, not that's your people. Kurt Myers. My bad.
Oh no, Kurt. Yeah, because
Um,
Kurt Myers is the guy that
I
passed
forgot who
away.
you're
That
talking
was.
about, but I know who you're talking about, but I can't off the
I
top of
can't
my
think of his
head.
name, but we did cover that story. But it's a lot of mental health that's going on in the community. It was one dude that he told me, he said, Wally, I'm about to transition to a woman. He had all the celebrities. He's over there with Dream Doll, Cash Doll, Asian Doll. He go get invited to these events, but then he was getting into escorting. Then he got into the drugs. So then one time he was just dragging his mama, his granny, his sister, post all this stuff, and it messed up his mind. And then he admitted to us that he was diagnosed with schizophrenia. He's schizophrenia. So I emailed him or DM'd him on Instagram or Facebook, one of them. And I said, just take your medicine. I don't need no medicine. You don't need no medicine either. While I said, you crazy. I do need some medicine. And you need some medicine too. So take your meds and stop going off your family. And his mama don't want to be around him because he be crashing out. And it's no excuse. He got the house in Virginia or whatever, and he you get a free apartment. So somehow he didn't find the proper paperwork. And I don't understand y'all people that be getting these free apartments. Fill out the proper paperwork. Make sure you renew your lease. You understand what I'm saying?
You have caseworkers, so I'm confused.
Because like talking
That
to
can
okay,
help.
you stay on top of your business, especially if you have an apartment for free.
But
Child,
my thing is, why how could they stay on top of their business if they're not in the right state of mind?
that's what I'm saying. So he in the right state of mind. And so then he got hooked up with this white man. Then the white man was doing videos of him. I just really felt bad. Now, mind you, I knew he was going through like, because once he had called me, okay, I'm getting into my business. He called me, he said, "Oh, Wally, let's do phone
Oh, so,
activity." Uh-huh.
mm,
And we just do it. We was getting in. He buzzed on us. I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I do that? He said, why? Because I was heavily on drugs. Now his ex-boyfriend, they came over to my house. This is what I was saying in Chicago. And I might move back to the east side. So there's nothing wrong with the east side. But anyway, I was standing east side of Chicago. They come over. They took my Whitney Houston DVD. Now, mind you, I did not know his ex was on the SO offenders list. I didn't know that until they start arguing. And this dude, if you see it, I want to post his picture, but I'm not going to do it. Very attractive. You wouldn't even know it.
wow.
But back in the day, if you're gay, you like 18, 19, 20 or whatever. He was dealing with a minor. I believe the person was 15 or 16, whatever the case may be. This is the story that he tell. And the parent got word of that relationship and reported him to the police. And now he's on the SO offenders list in Chicago. And it's hard for him to get apartments and stuff. His family is now like helping him out. And then he always had a place to stay because he got meat and he's attractive. And, people will let you come live with him as long as you laying down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? But he said, I can't let him live with me because he's on the SO list, because you could get in trouble if they find out you got somebody on the SO living in an apartment, and you could mess up your housing. And I'm not about to mess up my house. In New York, shout out to New York. Everybody said, why do you get help in New York if you home? I said, I didn't want to take that risk of moving to New York. I didn't want to take that risk because Rico was going through some things. And remember, they was reporting a dog. You remember this.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't want to be in that environment.
Dog died, what you mentioned.
Because the thing why I would tell Rick, don't tell everybody your business about the dog. And I felt bad even though the dog passed away. I really felt bad. Because he said the dog had passed away. And then in the B section, they talking about he put the dog in the freezer. I'm like, oh my Lord. I said, Rico, you show a lot of people your business, and you can't be doing that. We move in together. We just got to do topics on celebrities and go. And it's so much to do in New York, though. That's the gag. In New York, it's plenty things. So I will never forget an Icon sent me a video. He said, shout out to the Wally Show. Wally Show, love you. Love. That video had 50,000. Now, just imagine if I was out there. I could have probably did. Wouldn't have been a problem. I could have did like a 10-minute interview. Just him walking down the street, just interviewing him about some questions. Something like that. And that could have took my career to a whole other level.
And don't forget, Making the Sound is on Broadway, too. And he just wait outside.
And just wait outside, because they got to come out that door.
And then
she's on Broadway, and New York is you are in the media capital of the world. Like Chicago used to be that place because we used to have Jerry Springer, Greg Mathis show. We used to have a Jerry Springer show, but Chicago, them shows are gone. But in New York, you got Sherry. So that that's gonna end. But you got Sherry. You get, if I'm not mistaken, you got The View. If I'm not mistaken,
SNL.
What is the other nighttime host? It's not Jimmy Kimmel. Is Jimmy Kimmel in New York or he's in LA?
He's in LA.
I think he's probably in LA. But it's another.
I think it's called the Late Night Show. I think that's here in New York.
Yeah, it's a couple of nights. It's one of the. But I know SNL is there. And listen, you got me blocked. Lord have mercy. What is this lady name? Leslie Jones gonna be brought. But in her book, she laid out Jimmy Fallon in New York. Okay.
Yeah.
She laid out in her book about the power in SNL and doing all that stuff in SNL and having the SNL dinners and doing like a pre-show and doing like the scripts and stuff. And she said she loved it. And so you need to unblock me, Leslie Jones, because I'm so tired of y'all. See, this is what I don't like about these celebrities, and I cannot wait to run into her. Only thing I said, she talked about her brother that passed away, and I sent my condolences. But in the book, she was crying. It was like, and then she do these side stories. That's one thing I love about Brandy book. Brandy don't be reading the script and then do a side story. When you're reading your memoir, just read your memoir. Don't give us a side story or repeat yourself over. And that's what she was doing, Leslie Jones was doing. And so I'm almost finished with her book. But tell me why. I talked about it on my show. I go to her X page and I'm blocked. Somebody real messy in this chat sent Leslie Jones the link. She seen what I said and blocked me. That is a mess right there. And I didn't know that the episode didn't even get 3 million hits, but that'll let you know that these celebrities do be watching. Y'all was real messy. Send that woman that link. But when I do the positive stuff, it don't travel as fast. Y'all sent that lady the link and she got me blocked. I'm like, over it. And you know what I'm saying? And that's what I would like to say nothing against Flame Monroe, because these celebrities are just very timid. And let's not even get into the whole Flame Monroe piece. She went off of me. She went off of me on Instagram. This is way back in the day. I don't say nothing against Claudia. I made up with Claudia. She can't handle it. Now, Claudia, I'm going to say this, and I know I'm going to get some pushback. Lord help me. This woman, I'm so tired of her just lynching onto gay black men because she cannot do a show by herself. I'm going to say that. I'm going to leave it alone. Don't send it to her, y'all. Do not send this to Claudia. But this woman loved going over there to these black gay men, to these black spaces, because she cannot do a show by herself. And she do have some colorist allegations, because that's all I'm going to say. Because if I go too deep, she hits the link. Then I got to do a live for 24 hours on her. Because I remember one time I did a live about Claudia Child. Like, when I'm manic, Lord have mercy, I was so manic, Icon. You know this. Claudia got up on, called me on the show, and I was just dragging for 24 hours. And said, oh, I'm on vacation. And I was going in on Claudia. Because when you manic,
was she on the plane at that time, right? Or
she was at the island. She was on the Bahamas. She was literally watching me go in on her on vacation. And I'm literally and I went in. It was like hours. It was like a 24-hour. Because I remember when I was manic, I can't sleep, and I just get on the internet and I just go boom, 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 boom. And then even when I was in Texas, y'all tried to send some help and send the cops and stuff. They weren't gonna do nothing because I didn't commit no crime. And it was a mess. It was a mess. But I thank God I made it through. I thank God. Icon have seen it all and still stood.
Yeah, and around that time she let the He See We drag you on her show, right?
Yes, he said you would never be on Fox Soul. You would never look straight into the camera. I'm like, okay. So when I get my money, I'm gonna get my eye fixed. Especially when I get this is when you know Icon Wally got some money. Because I'm not gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna get my eye fixed. You're gonna be seeing me around town with Kyle. You're gonna be seeing me in New York. That's when you know I got some money. You're gonna be seeing me on the beach with Kyle Pratt.
How's Kyle doing, by the way? Sidebar.
Huh?
How's Kyle doing, by the way?
He's doing amazing. My future husband doing amazing. Every time somebody get my phone, they say, "Is this your boyfriend? Is this your husband?" I was like, one day. This is like one day. That's when you know I'm gonna get my eye fixed. So I'm just tired of y'all using. I'm gonna get my eye fixed. I probably wouldn't, but I'm just saying. I probably no. Kyle is not what. Don't play with my Kyle. He is not washed up. I love this dude so much. Even when I talk about him, y'all send it to him because like one time we did he did a response. He was like, I told Tasha, why is my name? Wally got me in the headline. He got me in all these headlines. I'm like, oh, look at my baby. I got him in all these headlines. And that's how I pull it back. Because, you know, a lot of people can't handle that headline. And I don't care if it's 50 people watching, 100 people. When I go off on people, it's a response. And then, but you do get that karma because when I went off on Storm I think out of everybody, Storm was just, I'm going to share this. Storm got a book out. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to say the woman's name because I don't want her to get blocked. One of my people over there, they sent me the book. They said that book ain't nothing but AI. That book ain't nothing but AI. And I'm like, maybe that's what he want to do. He want to do an AI book. Okay, that's his business and stuff like that. And the thing about Storm, he was hurt because I would talk about Storm. He feels some type of way about it. But the thing about Storm, he's adorable to me. I don't have a problem with these people, Icon. I don't have a problem. Like Storm is adorable. He is a very highly intelligent black man. He loved to travel. He loved to do threesomes with married couples. Oh, yeah. I'm just saying, this is what he shared. And he loved the white people.
Tokyo Valentino.
Yes. So
in Atlanta.
I love Storm,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm not gonna tell you when I get the money, but when you see me making moves when I'm traveling, going around, then you'll know absolutely. Because I do want to do stand up, but I want to pay for some writers. I want to pay for some writers, come with a good 60-minute set and stuff like that. One of my friends, he did. Shout out to Prince Charmage, or what his name is, Pierre, but he did a comedy show in LA. It was real funny. I might play a clip of that later in the broadcast. They say he liked getting the hug from the back. Who is that? They said Cardi Westfire. I put him as my thing. So when I was in the car with who was I was in the car with? Was that Natasha or was that Katie? But I think it was Katie. She said, "Is that your boyfriend?" I'm like, no, that's one day. But yeah, yeah, Storm is super freaking. I ain't mad at you though. You know, I love Storm. I love Storm. But when I go off on these people, they can't handle it. That's why I try to pull it back on these bloggers. That's why I'm glad that y'all don't bring these bloggers' name up to me, because if I say something offensive, it get back to them quick, fast, in a hurry, and then they want to do a response or something like that. Even the whole situation with Love Jones, I had called her fish, and she said, "I'm not no fish." I call her Donna Ross wig fish, and one day that woman called into the show, and she went off on me. She went off on me, and that's how I pull
Yeah.
back. I said, I don't bring these people name up to me, because when I say something to them, they go off, they get mad, they get upset. That goes for Claudia, that goes for Flame Monroe. I still will talk about her, but just not right now. Like, even saying that little stuff about Claudia, I know it's gonna get back to her, and she may unblock me just to get me together in the DMs, because she does stuff like that. But I do believe she's a culture vulture in the community, and she don't have no talent, but she do gets in the mix of. Now she's an amazing actress, man. I've always shared this. She did a movie called Dear Frank. It's a Tubi movie, and the movie is so good. She's so attractive to me in that movie. But what make her so unattractive? She's trying to become like this new voice in media. She just definitely don't have it. Like, she cling on to everybody, to my favorite celebrity, to these other. I'm not gonna say no names, and I'm speaking for myself, so this ain't coming from nobody but me. But she cling on to these people that have a bigger platform, and she join in on them, because I guess she's trying to bring back TGIF. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got a feeling of. I'm like, what is
Wasn't
she
her
doing?
and that Neva supposed to have a show coming out?
Who was
Or
that?
Funky Dineva and Claudia. I thought they made up
I
and they
don't
were supposed
know,
to have.
because Funky Dineva's going through, and I told Funky Dineva, and I'm gonna say this publicly: when you're battling cancer, I don't think you need to be making jokes about people that got lupus. I believe you should be more humble. If you battle,
Yeah,
if you're battling a severity with cancer, why are you making jokes about uh uh what's the girl
lupus.
T-Bosh look like she needs some insurance? You got to be careful what you say, especially when you're battling an illness yourself. Because he
Did
have
he talk about
prostate.
that again or no?
He just brought that up not too long ago when he was talking about the TLC
No, I'm
stuff.
talking about his situation. Did he bring that back up or did he talk
Yeah, he
about it
did brought it back up
again?
that he have cancer. He brought it back on Instagram. He be saying he's sharing it like, oh, I got cancer and I need. But I don't think you should
Oh
be
wow.
making fun of people when you got cancer. I think that should be the time you need to be in church, prayer. We need to see some maturity. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my whole idea, because he said he had prostate cancer. And I'm definitely praying for him, because that's a serious, anything that's dealing with cancer is serious. I didn't even know a such thing as called tongue cancer. I said, what? Throat, tongue cancer? I'm like, cancer is just everywhere. But as I said, you have to stay prayed up. But again, I understand, because I know Icon probably gonna think, well, he's a YouTuber and that's how he make his money. He can't make a change, the people won't view him. So I understand that too. That's why
No, but
I
you
want
do
to
have
hurry up and
a
get.
point of view. I the point of view. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm saying like
That's true.
the tongue is powerful and God can humble him.
Yeah, because he showed got the he said he shared got the cancer. Now, according to Michelle ATL and Brown, she don't believe the man got cancer, but the viewers
Or
say he.
that or is that bad, allegedly.
Yeah, because she says she don't believe it. Somebody
Mm-mm.
tell Wally, this is why I like you on your show because you don't mind putting your life in past good and bad and don't use that as an excuse to determine how you can overcome. Yes, I'll have to bring it up. And I went through a terrible past. Y'all seen it? Um, the Walmart. Y'all ain't gonna never let me lay that down. And even in my family, this is one family member. She laughed. She said, I laughed at that video so hard because it was pure comedy. But
I'm laughing right now with that lady in the wheelchair, child. But Wally, I'm gonna drop down so others could call in because someone did say
okay,
they were gonna
okay.
call in, guys. All right. Wiggly
Bye
Wilson,
bye. I think
where
somebody
is
had
the
called
voice
called
of
you.
New York? Hello.
Where is the voice? Y'all need to get her.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, Wally.
I love the icon because when he call it, he stay on here for a while and they keep the show going. Uh, Let me call this person back. Hello? Oh, I called him back. Yeah. It said, if I'm not mistaken, he did say he looks like she needs insurance. I think he said she does need insurance because she had multiple health issues and Trump is against all of us. And a lot of rich people, it was funny. It really was. A lot of rich people vote for Trump because of the tax breaks. A lot of rich people vote for Trump because of the tax breaks. A lot of rich people. I believe Beyonce voted for Trump. I believe Jay-Z voted for Trump because you got to understand the tax bracket. They don't care if he remove insurance because why they pay for their own insurance. I'm just saying. Hey, you loud.
Hey, Wally, I was trying to call earlier, but I don't want nobody getting butt hurt, so don't even worry
But
about
her
it.
about what? It's nothing wrong because you was going back and forth in the
No,
chat.
no, I was not going back and forth because I don't go back and forth.
I
I
mean,
was
not
just
going back
saying
and
what I
forth.
was
Y'all was having
saying.
a discussion about the B word and the fish
I
word.
don't care about the B word. I wasn't saying anything. All I said was, first of all, I'm from Virginia. It's not a lot of gay dudes around here that do all that. And
Yeah.
I don't care about that. I'm fine with the gay people. I love all that. All I was saying is, don't nobody just assume you saying fish, especially you say that to the wrong person around here. They're gonna be like, "What you just say to me?" But it's just that. I'm not saying nothing wrong. I don't want nobody getting all upset. And then as soon as he got upset, what did he do? What did he say?
He said fish.
I was fishy, which I don't care. You don't even like
Why
coochie, so why do you care if it's
you have
fishy
to
or
say it
not?
like that?
And I'm not saying it like that because I ain't going back and forth. But I don't
Right,
know if he
because
took it the wrong way.
he
Because
used the term fish in a derogatory way, and that's not the term. Like again, we was having so the people that just joined
I
in.
know that Wally, but I don't
Okay,
know if he misread. Like when you read comments, you don't know the tone of what somebody's saying.
that's true. That's
And
true.
speaking of part of me, she would have been upset too. Why you're asking where she at? She would have been mad too. Like,
Yeah,
no. And it's not that I was mad. I wasn't mad. It's just, why did you get upset?
yeah. I understand. I understand. So, like people having a conversation about the word fish, and like in the community when I was in a community, very heavy. That was like a term of endearment, but it is a sector of people that will use the term as a negative term.
And I'm not saying Virginia is not full of gay people. Where I'm at over here in Norfolk, this part, there's not a lot of flamboyant men.
Yeah,
Understand that. We got ain't nobody lying on you. I was just saying I wasn't trying to go back and forth with you, I understand. And I didn't know he went that way. So like I said, I'm not upset, I'm not going back and forth. It was just I don't know, somebody misunderstood. That was
right.
all.
I understand, but thank you for giving your point of view. But again, regardless of how y'all feel about it, if it's acceptable to the LGBT community, we have to understand that it may not be acceptable to women because women may not understand the language or the lingo or the history of the word. So they may take it as being offensive. So I understand that too because
I
you're
didn't
not
say it was
around.
offensive. I
You're
wouldn't be
not
upset if somebody said that. It's just some people don't like it. Just
okay.
like you and this sis. Just some people don't like it after being a
That's
woman for
true.
30 something years. And now I'm a cisgender woman.
Yeah, so yeah,
But
I
I'm
no, I
I'm gonna
understand.
go drop now because people butt hurt.
No, I understand. So I understand what you're saying though. I get it. I understand because I feel like
Yeah.
a lot of people not understanding how that goes. I
Oh,
understand and I get
I'm
it.
not going back and forth with a grown man. But have a great day, y'all.
Thank you for calling in, sis. I know
You're
you're excited
welcome.
for the book club, and that's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing.
I
Um,
might have to do the end of chapter 8 like I was talking to you about.
yeah, because I'm telling you, it's really good. Once you get into it, it's really good. And once you start reading, then you get another book, then another book, and another book. Because like now, I'm listening to Brandy's, and I'm almost done with hers, and then I want to get Arsenio Hall, and we were talking even about Arsenio Hall, some stuff he shared just in the first two chapters. I'm like, whoa! So I think in our book
Okay, I'm
club we're
gonna
gonna
do
have
that next. But
amazing
I'm
conversations.
still gonna do that R. Kelly one. It's on YouTube for free.
They put that on YouTube. Oh my
Sure
god!
did. I'm gonna listen at work after I'm done with Brandy.
Oh my god! Not y'all put that lady book on YouTube. Y'all is something else. But they
All
doing it.
right.
I'm surprised they ain't take it down. You better hurry up and listen before they take it
I
down now.
know. I'm gonna have to.
Or probably you need to download it so you have it on your computer because you could download, you can copy and paste the link and just type in download YouTube video, and then you can have it in your archives before they take it.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Yeah, so you can listen to it, so you can pause and listen to it. And you got to worry about listening to commercials and stuff. Because I know they get mad at me. Wow, you got so much commercial video. That's how you make money.
Right.
They do have
Or you could pay for YouTube Premium.
them, from my understanding, and it's like $20, $25.
I don't know. I know because I got Android Auto in the car. If you do that, it automatically do YouTube Premium.
Really?
I don't have it anymore because I don't drive enough. But yeah.
Because yeah, I used to love YouTube Premium because I don't like commercials either. I like either, but it's too expensive. I can't afford it. But it's like it used to be cheap, but now it's like almost like 25. Y'all let me know in the chat how much it costs for YouTube Premium. I believe
All
it's like
right, family.
$20.
I'm gonna drop down.
Okay, thank you for so much for calling. And then she gonna be joining us, you guys, for the book club. So again, we're gonna do that next Saturday and all like that. I do want to do, and then if it once it really pop off, then we need to like have an event like either in Vegas or Virginia or New York, and we all show up, bring food, and talk about books and drinks and dance and all that good stuff.
Yeah, that'll be nice. All
That would be
righty.
nice. And it's something to do because I never been to a book club before. Um, so this to be excited. So I can't wait to like discuss it in the Zoom. So we'll do that via Zoom. And I'm gonna open up the first one for everybody, and then the next one you have to become a member for all these other books. I want to see how it's gonna be. So that'll be next Saturday, and I'm gonna post the link 24 hours before the show, so y'all to have the link and invite your family and friends that love to read Brandy book. That's a fan of Brandy. Will love that. And thank you so very much, Tasha, for calling in. You gave your point of view. Thank you. Um, oh, she already hung up. I thought she's still there. I thought she was still on the air. Let me see if I can find my friend comedy skit. Give me a second. We still live, y'all. Is y'all sending me articles for my paper? Send me some articles. I need to pass it.
Y'all, I'm single for the first time in a while. And I say single because when I moved to LA 13 years ago when I was 12, I realized that it's a difference between single and single. Like single out here means you still live with your ex. Look at y'all. Or it means you share custody of a dog or some shit. I've been single for like 4 years, but I've been single for like 4 months. I used to share custody of a dog with somebody. Oh, I was a toxic baby dog daddy. It was fun. I used to text some shit like, it better not be no nigga over there walking my dog. If I find out your new nigga telling my dog to sit, I'm shutting all this shit down. I used to love being toxic, you know? That's I realized that's why you don't perform in front. He like used to. Yes, I'm getting there. Make some noise if you're single. That's why I signed up to do this. Amber was like, it's gonna be some single people there.
So that's him. He did. I'm so glad he's doing his comedy. That inspired me to get on the stage eventually. It was so good having y'all on the show today. Y'all was giving y'all point of view in here. Really, really important. So I'm excited to being back in school. I'm excited. I gotta finish this course. I'm not. Why I keep saying American? U.S. government. I want to finish up this course. We got to do an assignment. And so, yeah, I'm excited for this change and shift, everything. I want to finish this time. Definitely want to finish this time. Made up my mind finish because I learned that, just to have something else, to fall back on. I also have other goals as well that I want to do. And I just appreciate y'all for helping me out, for encouraging me, put a post out. Y'all was encouraging me and everything like that. So I do thank y'all for y'all support. And I will see y'all on that graduation day. And I want y'all to be there in support of that way. Just super excited to do it. You learn new things. And I want to tell y'all something. If y'all in school and if you're trying to like graduate early, they do have a program called Sophia, but you have to check with your school or your university that you're going to see if they accept those credits. So that's a good way to get done with your schooling quickly, or to get done with your electives that you're doing. And that's on Sophia. They do have another one. I never took that one called Study. I never took that one, but Sophia is the one that I'm doing. For that. Also, if you want to contribute and purchase something off the wish list, I greatly appreciate it. It will help us with the quality of the show. I took a break yesterday because I had to do some schoolwork, but we did come live today on Saturday, and I'm going to try to come live on Sunday. Hopefully, we have some stuff to talk about that we can discuss for that day. May even preach on Sunday. Who knows? I felt that right then and there. Definitely the wish list. She posted that in the chat. Also, we have the Cash App, Wally Show 1990. We also have the Venmo. So we have ways that you can give, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever you can give for that. Yes, I'm back in school. Back in school. I wanted to do it like a year ago, but I was like, didn't have good internet. So I'm back in school. I got less than 2 years left. And I'm excited. I'm excited. Also, get your merch. Get your merch. Let me see if I can download this video. Give me a second. Because somebody got their merch. And if y'all have a video, send it to me so I can share it with the audience. Excuse me. My major is criminal justice. I'm doing that because I want to finish that, and then I want to go. I'm going somewhere after my undergrad. Mhm. Wait, where's that thing? Because I want to. Oh, okay. Here we go. Wait a minute. It's not letting me. I wanted to show y'all something. It's not letting me show it. Oh, it's right here. I can like scroll down. Okay. Okay, let's see. Get your merch. Gotta see where is that. Let me download it. Yes, I definitely want to get into law. And the reason for that, you guys, is so much that's going on in the system, and I want to be a solution. I'm not going to be able to change the system within itself, but I definitely want to do it to like help those less unfortunate people, you know?
Coffee cup. Oh, look at you, Wally. I got my coffee cups out of order. I got my cups. A coffee cup. Oh, look at you, Wally. I got my coffee cups out of order. I got my cups.
So get your merchandise, okay? So yeah, I'm excited. I'm really, really excited because it gives me something to do. You know what I'm saying? And to help, you know. And I want my nieces to see in my mom's immediate family, I will be the first in my immediate family college graduate. And I want my nieces to see, like, oh my gosh, like to go to college and stuff like that. And to see, because they already think I'm rich. Why did my niece say, you got money to take us to a restaurant? You a YouTuber. I'm like, but I'm not a rich YouTuber yet. I'm a YouTuber, but I'm not a rich YouTuber. There's a difference. Maybe they think I'm rich. I'm not a rich YouTuber yet. Mm-mm, not yet. But one day, hey, one day. Lord, where's the store at? Give me a second. I'm gonna do the store. Take that down. Let her manifest your destiny, okay? You a YouTuber. All right, let her manifest it. Amen to that, sister. So we do have the items on here. Get the merch. And then if you use the Wally code at checkout, you get $9 off your order. Get your t-shirt, get your merch, 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 get your merch. Get it. Okay. Now, I did see what happened to Jonathan Major. So let me tell y'all something. On these Hollywood set, it's really, really sad because on these Hollywood set, um, they have they were very, very cheap. They was very, very cheap. We had a subscriber that worked on the set, and she talked about how they would use and abuse people on these sets. And they would be cheap. So, and then he fell out, and he need to sue because like this is ridiculous. Don't be cheap. This is not good out here. Okay. They said, congratulations on calling. Thank you, Natasha. Love you, sis. Love you. You know you gotta come to my graduation. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, hey, I'm a Baha. I felt that right there. I felt that right there and there. Yes, yes. Okay, I felt that. I did. Oh, you said about Trick Daddy. Now, Trick Daddy, let me say this real quick. We can't get up out of here. On this 2 hour, I need y'all to share, share, share. Why in the world would y'all book Trick Daddy at a Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority and he was on that cussing? This man went off. He went off, cussed out the director because they was walking out, and the director put out there that to my sister who attended the Atlantic Regional Conference, they would say they pre-approved a playlist. He didn't go by that playlist, and he cussed the lady out. He cussed the lady out. And the people was like, I guess they was like holy and saved. They was walking out like, you don't always do all that. You ain't Trick Daddy. You ain't got no records without cussing. And I'm like, why would y'all book Trick Daddy for that event? Y'all would have came out better booking Shirley Caesar. It looked like they didn't need a rapper. It looked like they need a gospel artist. It did not fit the cover. They could have got Karen Clark Shear or Kiara Clark. He didn't fit the vibe. They were just walking out. I'm like, whoa, Trick Daddy don't fit that vibe. I'm just saying. But Trick Daddy went off. Do I have the video when he went off? Let me see if I had that video. It says, is that what they could afford? I don't know. Let me see if I can find that video. Because I saw it before I did this broadcast. I think it was on. Let me check. Okay, let me check. Can you bring it up, Paul? It was some. I forget. I don't know where it's at. Because they must took it down. Oh no, they didn't. It's right here.
To whoever your organization is, I don't care if you're the director, the president, I don't give a fuck what you is to this organization. Don't use my name to clean the save face with your motherfucker self. Don't lie on me. That's the definition of my character. Don't motherfucking defamate my character. Okay? Don't defamate my motherfucking character. Don't do that. So I make sure y'all can hear me. First of all, I want to make sure I'm loud and clear so y'all can hear me. So when I tell y'all this, do not defamate my character. I see a post with a director on an AKA game, or whatever the fuck she supposed to be. No disrespect to the AKAs. Most highly respected, some of the most beautiful, attractive, and successful women that I know are AKAs. So no disrespect to y'all. This is for y'all regional director who got me totally fucked up. Don't lie on my motherfucking name. But let me explain something to you. The AKA, so here's the thing. To whoever your organization is, I don't care if you the had their regional conference in Orlando and they booked me. to perform. Trick Daddy Dollars. Yeah, they booked me to perform. I want y'all to tell me in the comments. I want to know when it's time for Trick Daddy to perform at your event. What the fuck do you think he gonna perform? So the girl name is Tiffany Moore something. Tiffany, the director, the Southeast reason to direct. You should have stayed off social media, put my name involved in there, because I heard you running for some type of office or something. I will get on your ass every day until you won't motherfucker win. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. That's right. So I'm performing for the AKAs, and yeah, I do jump on the D. That's one of my records. You should have known that when you booked me. But don't put out no statement talking about you told me what the motherfucker, you gave me a playlist. You can't give me no motherfucking playlist. This ain't your wedding. What's wrong with you? I ain't no shorty. I ain't no little ass boy. Anybody that was in there Sadiddy and was sanctified, they should not been in there once I grabbed that and had their regional conference. And on that motherfucking mic. I ain't asked to be there, y'all. And I gave you, y'all motherfucker get the rest of my motherfucking money. Do not use me to save face. I ain't the motherfucking one. Don't play with me. And I ain't mean to call you no hoe. Motherfucking mic. I ain't asked to be there, y'all. And I gave you, y'all motherfucker get the rest of my motherfucking money. Do not use me to save face. I ain't.
So the director said that we met several times with him and his team to detail our requirements, including attire, language, and specific songs. Unfortunately, our requirements were ignored. The language, the lyrics, and the comments made by the artist was not acceptable. I ended the performance because of the disrespect of our organization and for our brand. Now, Tiffany, I do believe you probably did not do that. You trying to save face because the audience wasn't receiving him well, and you probably put out this PR letter to put the blame on Trick Daddy, but you booked him because you probably a fan of that language, but then the members of your organization start walking out doing like a little doing the moonwalk up out of there. Now you want to put a letter out there and say, hey, we had a conversation with Trick Daddy and gave him a pre-approved playlist, and most of Trick Daddy's songs got cussing in it. He's not a gospel artist, and you must saw that, and you said, oh, let me put this letter out and say he's doing too much. And yeah, she put this statement after the fact. Okay, she should have read the room before booking him. Yeah, like, come on. Get it together. Get it together. Okay? So I saw it on there and it was a hot mess. A hot mess. I was not planning on doing 2 hours today. Y'all got a good show today. Thank y'all so very much. Was it a good show today? Thank you. For those people that are getting ready for Easter, I know some of y'all going to church, ain't been to church all year, but you're going to church for Easter to serve the Lord on that day. So you can get your kids an Easter basket and stuff like that. That's a shame that you look real nice one day out of a year. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, why do we go to church just on Easter and on that? Because Grandma made sure you wanted me to bring y'all. I'm like, oh, okay. I never knew, because like we would always go to church on Easter. We would go to church on Christmas Eve, like Christmas, but mainly on Easter. They said that's just like how we're doing something with Cardi. Okay. So yeah, this is like you got to do your research before you book these people. Before you book these people, you need to do your research. You need to do your research. And also, I know we only less than 2% get their notifications. So this is why you need to text me 773-641-8742, and we will send you the link directly when we go live. Okay, when we do an upload. You will never miss a Wally Show video. The reason why we have to do this, people in the chat, people that's going to watch the replay, is because YouTube only send a notification to less than 2% of people get their notifications of the Wally Show. Less than 2%. Less than 2. If this can go up, if 80 to 90% of people get their notifications, the numbers will be higher, but less than 2%. I still get people saying, oh my gosh, Wally, where you been? I've been out here hustling and bustling. Thank you for your support. Thank you. They said good show today, Wally. Thank you. I've been out here hustling and bustling. We've been pushing out the content. We may take a day off to refresh, recharge, and be back posting content. Now I got to do this assignment. I'm going to do this assignment, get this assignment out the way. Good show. Thank you. We got Instagram at Wally Show, TikTok at Wally Show, Facebook, The Wally Show, Twitch, The Wally Show TV. Thank you. They said, yes, great show. Thank y'all for y'all support. All right. With that being said, little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Thank you for y'all support, for tuning in. We will see y'all. Have an amazing Christmas. Not Christmas. Lord. Did I just say Christmas? Have an amazing Easter. Ain't nowhere in the world. Did I say Christmas? Have an amazing Easter. I say have an amazing Christmas. Listen, have a good time. Be safe. Get your shot on. Praise him. Thank you. Little black boy, you beautiful. Little black girl, you are enough. When times get hard, always remember to put God first. Y'all have a good one. Leave a comment. Tell us how we did on the show. Thank you. Peace.